Good morning, everyone. Today we are going to start with the chapter triangles and its properties. Do you know what is a triangle? Here, a triangle is made of two words, tri and angles. Tri means three, and angles you have already learnt, where two lines meet at a point, an angle is formed. So, a closed figure formed by three angles is called a triangle. So you can see in the picture a triangle is shown here. What is name of the triangle? Its triangle name is triangle ABC or CAB or CBA. You can speak in any order, right? Triangle you can name in any order. So you can say ABC or CBA or CAB. Okay. What are the sides of this triangle? AB, BC or CB. So order also can be changed in sides, naming sides also, and CA or AC. What about angles? Can you name this angle? This angle is angle CAB, right? Or angle BAC. So we can name angle in any order, but the condition is that this alphabet should lie in the center. You can't name it angle ACB. So A has to be in between. So either you name it CAB or angle BAC. Right? Same way, can you name this angle? This is angle ABC or angle CBA, and same with this angle. This angle is ACB or BCA. Okay. So here we have named the angle. Now you have the vertex are the points where the two lines meet. So one vertex is C, another vertex is A, and the other vertex is B, right? So we have three vertices here also. Now let us name them, right? So the three vertices and angles are A, B and C are the vertices. Vertices is actually plural of vertex, and angles are angle CAB, angle CBA and angle ACB, and as I told, you can change the order while naming the sides and angles. Okay. Now come to types of triangles. How can we name a triangle on the basis of sides and angles? We have two classifications of triangles. So the first classification you see here is on the basis of side, and the second classification you see is on the basis of side. So this is the first classification and this is the second classification by angle. So seeing the side, you can name the triangle. So like here all the three sides are equal, so it is called equilateral triangle. The second example is of isosceles triangle. So two sides of a triangle are equal. For example, here this side is equal to this side, both are 5. So this triangle is an isosceles triangle. scalene triangle where none of the sides are equal. So you can see that AB, BC, CA all are of different length. So a scalene triangle has no equal sides or angles. Isosceles triangle has two equal sides and two equal angles, and equilateral triangle has all three sides and all three angles are equal. And since all three angles are equal, so the three angles each will be 180 degree, because sum of angles of a triangle is 180. So 180 divided by 3, so each angle will come 60 degree. Okay. Now on the basis of angles, how can we classify triangles? The first one is acute. So here all three angles are acute. Okay. So here you can see that all three angles are less than 90 degree. So it will be called an acute angled triangle. The second one has one right angle. So if there is one right angle in a triangle, it is called a right triangle. So you can see here it is a 90 degree angle, right angle. So it is a right triangle. Other two angles can be any, but they will be acute angles, necessarily acute, because one angle is 90, so sum of other two angles will be 90, so they will be both less than 90 degrees, so the both will be acute angle. Now the third one is obtuse triangle, which has one obtuse angle. So it is here obtuse angle 130 degree is more than 90, and the other two angles, again, since one angle is more than 90, so other two angles, the sum would be less than 90, so other two angles will be acute angle, right? Now we are going to learn more about triangles. Now here you can see two figures. Okay, so in first figure you can see it's a triangle ABC and D is the midpoint, right? So D is the midpoint, so BD, that means this is equal to this, right? So BD equal to DC. D is the midpoint. So when we join any vertex to midpoint of opposite side, so which side is opposite vertex A? It is BC. So we are joining vertex A, right? Vertex A we are joining to midpoint of BC. So AD is called a median. So a line joining any vertex to midpoint of the opposite side is called a median. So how will you get a median from B? If you start a line from B and join the midpoint of AC. Suppose this is the midpoint. Okay, so you'll get, suppose I name it, say N, right? So this, so Bn is another median. N is the midpoint of AC. Okay, so Bn is a median like AD is a median. Same way from C we can join midpoint of AB to get another median. So there can be Now look at the second figure. In second figure, again there is a triangle ABC, right? Now here E is not the midpoint, as you can observe also. E is not the midpoint. Here D was the midpoint, right? But here E is not the midpoint. So what about line AD? Can you tell what kind of line is AE? Here AD was median because it was joining the midpoint of BC. Now here E is not the midpoint, so it is not a median. So it is actually called an altitude. That means if we join any vertex to or we draw a line from any vertex perpendicular to the opposite side, then it is called an altitude. So here A is the vertex and BC is the opposite side, and we are drawing a perpendicular from A on BC. So this line AE is a altitude, right? So AE becomes the altitude here, right? Same way, suppose you have to draw a particular altitude from B, so from B to the opposite side, right? So from the opposite side you can draw like this, right, where this will be 90°. Okay, so you can name by say so BF becomes the another altitude. So like I had shown you another median here. Same way from C on the opposite side you can draw another altitude. So there are 3 medians and 3 altitudes in a triangle. So any line which is from a vertex perpendicular on the opposite side is called an altitude. Okay. Now let's start with exercise 11.1. Now question number 1, 2, 3 are based on definitions only, so you can solve those questions in the book itself, right? No need to do in the notebook. So with pencil you can solve question number 1, 2, 3 in the book only, because you have to name several things, so you can name it there, right? Question number look at question number 4. This question you have to do in classwork notebook. So look here, read the question and then look here. So the question says, can you have a case where you draw an altitude outside the triangle? So as I told you, you have to draw an altitude from a vertex to the opposite side. So can you draw a perpendicular from A on BC like this? Can it be perpendicular somewhere from A on BC somewhere like this? No, because it's not 90°, it is more than 90°, right? So this is wrong, right? So what you can do is you can draw a perpendicular from A on BC outside the triangle, right? So here you can draw a perpendicular like this, right? Okay, so I am showing you here by drawing. You can draw with scale here. Okay, so here I am showing you by animation how to draw a perpendicular. So BD, we have to extend this line. We have to extend this line from B till D, and then if we draw now from A to BC, it will be actually outside the triangle, right? So just see, now this line is drawn from A on BC, but it is outside the triangle, right? So it is outside the triangle. Now look at question number 5. Now question number 5 is asking you, can we have a case where two sides of the triangle only are the altitudes? So an altitude is a line drawn from a vertex perpendicular to the opposite side. So let us see this vertex P, right? So from P, if we try to draw an altitude on side QR, right? QR is the side, opposite side. So from P, how will we draw perpendicular? So since this side is only perpendicular, so this we can call an altitude also, right? So this is only altitude in this case, right? So PQ is an altitude, right? Same way, what about R? From R, if we try to draw perpendicular on the opposite side PQ, so RQ will be perpendicular, right? So PQ is perpendicular to QR. So PQ and QR both are the sides of the triangle, as well as they are the altitudes of the triangle also. Okay. Now look at the next question. Question number 7. Now here they are asking to show whether in an equilateral triangle altitude and medians are same. So here I have drawn an equilateral triangle, and with red I have shown the altitude, and with blue color I have shown the median. So this line shown here is an altitude, right, as well as it is a median, right? So the same line is altitude as well as the median. Same way, this is also an altitude as well as the median, and here also it is an altitude as well as median. So all three are altitudes and medians in case of an equilateral triangle. So in an equilateral triangle, all the three are same, right? So because this is the midpoint, these are the midpoints, right? Here these are the midpoints, so they are the altitudes as well as the median, right? So all three lines are medians as well as altitude in case of equilateral triangle. Okay. So here we finish with the exercise, and the questions, question number 1, 2, 3 I already told you have to do in the book. If anything written in the book, if anything to be written in the notebook, I will be sharing with you, and you can revise.